Alright folks, in this video what I want to do is introduce you to one of the most powerful software tools out there for BackPage right now. This is the BackPage Ad Poster 2.0 version 2, and this is for the business opportunity section within BackPage. Now, I can tell you right now there is no other software out there right now that can do what this software can do, and you're going to be pleasantly and happy when you get this software. Now, when you open up the software, this is exactly what you're going to see. You're going to see the interface, which is tied to the login details. So this is exactly what you'll see when the software comes up. This will allow you to put in your Gmail details, and over here where it says name the profile, to basically recall this information so that you don't have to continue to put it in time and time again. You can name this whatever you want to call it, and it will appear down here in the drop down. Now if I want to basically populate these fields with this information, I could select from the drop down here. So that means you could save unlimited amount of Gmail accounts, and you can spin your emails here. This allows you to spin your Gmail accounts, and I would just hit the load button and bam, all the information instantly recalled. Okay, you can see I have multiple different variations of the same email address, which is here. Next, you have your videos link. So if you want to basically recall some of what these different tabs do, or if you want to go back and review some information on how the software works, you click on this link here, and the videos link will take you to the videos page with all of those videos for you to review at your leisure. Next, we have the change log link. This will let you know all the updates in real time, what's happened with the software. So if you're just curious, okay, what's been the last update, you can just click on this link here and it will take you to the change log page. We'll go to the test your link tab. Now, before you run any campaigns on BackPage, what you want to do is you want to test that link to see if it's going to be approved or not, because you don't want to spend all the time putting your ad copy together and then go ahead and try to run the campaign to find out that your link is not going to be able to be posted on BackPage. You'll get that dreaded contact support@backpage.com. So what you want to do is you want to test that link, that URL in here, and in the status window it will let you know if that link will be approved or not approved to post on BackPage. Pretty simple. You just put your details in there, starting with HTTP, and just hit the start button, and you'll find out very shortly if that link will be approved or not. Lastly, we'll go ahead to the main program tab. This is where all the action happens. For those of you that own version 1, or if you've seen version 1, you'll notice that things look pretty similar, but there are some enhancements. So basically, you have your ad headline, your ad body text. You can spin both of these fields. That's the same. You can also, this is a new addition, you can save those details just by naming this, just like you did in your login details tab. You can pretty much name this to recall the information. The same applies here. You can just name this whatever you want to name it, hit save button, and then it will appear down here in the drop down. Now I've already basically saved some details, so I just named it 11 and 112. You can name whatever you want to name it, and then just hit the load button, and it will load up those details for you so that you don't have to continue to save those things over and over again or in a text document or something separate from the software. So you can also delete that ad copy and that body text copy as well. So pretty simple. And we also have a much added feature that I'll cover here in just a moment, but you can also tell the software how long you want to wait after you've placed the ad before it goes to verify the email link. And then you can also do the same here after the software has clicked on the email link before it goes on to repeat that same process again by going to the next city. So these are your 2 delay functions. This function right here allows you to select from the drop down, do you want to post to the top 20 cities, US cities only, Canadian cities only, international cities only, or all cities? That's the entire BackPage directory. And we also have a custom option here where you can take a list of URLs of all the cities and arrange them however you want to. So if you only want to post to 30 cities, versus what we have already pre-built into the software here, then you can do so. So this allows you to if you want to upload your list that you have pretty much custom made in terms of if you don't want to post in the same order, if you only want to post to a certain amount of cities, you would just upload that list here where it says choose file, and then from the drop down just hit list of URLs text file, and that will basically activate this function right here. So the new addition that I want to cover, which I will cover here in just a moment, let me just cover the captcha here. So you click on that captcha button, it basically pops open a window here, lets you know what you have in your captcha account. I use Death by Captcha, and it shows I have $6.08 left in terms of captchas, so that will get me quite a few captchas solved. So we've also built in a pause function that was not there before, so you can actually pause the campaign if you want to do that. And the new function that I want to talk about here, you have two options. You can either post with normal settings, which means there's no proxies or anything like that. You would just be using your individual IP address that's assigned to your computer, and you would just be posting normal. So if you want to not use the VPN service, then this is where you would select normal settings, and you would select everything else that we've talked about in the video thus far. However, if you wanted to use the VPN settings, then you would select VPN settings from the drop down. This would use hide my ass VPN service, and then you would basically tell the software how often do you want to change the IP address within the hide my ass VPN service. Do you want to change it for every ad posted? Basically, your IP address will be changed if you select a 0 every time you post it to a city. You want to change it after basically 2 ads have been placed. So it would basically, okay, if you selected 2, it would post one time, then post again, and then it would change the IP address. You can do this all the way up to 500 if you wanted to. So if you only want to change the IP address every 500 ads placed, you would just select 500. All right, pretty simple. So this number is basically how many ads do you want placed before the IP address is changed by the VPN service. Your IP address would be indicated right here where it says IP address, and then this number of ads placed before IP address changes would be shown here. So if you selected 80 would appear here. The software goes and places an ad, verifies the ad, then it would basically count down. So the next one would be 79 and 78 and 77. You would see it in real time, so you know, okay, I have X amount of ads left that are going to be placed before the IP address changes. So pretty much, folks, that's it. I kept this video under 10 minutes. You're not going to see it in action in this video, but I will have another video shortly underneath of this video that you can view, so you can see this bad boy in action. But I can tell you, folks, that there's no one else that has a software like this in the marketplace that will allow you to basically change your IP address on the fly, that will allow your ads not to be ghosted because of all the changes that BackPage has made. And this software, which I've worked on quite extensively, gets the job done. So if you don't own this software already, go ahead and pick it up today, and we will see you on the other side, folks.